Portions of this broadcast of Piscataway High School football have been sponsored by Newmarket Auto Service, quality service and repairs.
Coach Higgins' staff includes A.J. Cook, Jamie Marsh, Robert Unrin, Terrence Fox, Matt Fabian, Kyle Higgins, Damon Pleasant, Brian Butler, Mike Purnell, Tevin Shaw, Mark Labose, Bill Gonzalez, John Mammon, Jerry Wilson, and John B. Thompson. At this time, we ask all spectators to kindly stand and remove your hats as the Piscataway Junior Air Force ROTC posts the colors, and we honor America and all those who serve her with the playing of our national anthem. South Brunswick has won the toss and will defer. South Brunswick will kick off. Piscataway will receive from the south end of the stadium. Game time weather. The air temperature is 72 degrees. Humidity is 35%. Wind speed and direction is 10 miles an hour out of the north-northwest. Tonight's forecast. 100% chance of Friday night football. South Brunswick and Piscataway. Again, welcome back and welcome to Piscataway. Is that 13, Coach? Back deep for Piscataway, number 13, James Bodley, and number 3, Antonio Rivera. Kicking off for Piscataway, for South Brunswick, is number 44, Jay Patel. Patel's kickoff goes through the end zone. It's a touchback. Piscataway will take over 1st and 10 from the 20. One. Offsides, encroachment against South Brunswick. The penalty puts the ball at the 25, where it'll be 1st and 5. The ball carrier is number 3, Antonio Rivera. It's a gain of 3 yards. It'll bring up 2nd down and 2. The ball carrier is number 3, Antonio Rivera. He crosses the 30-yard line out to the vicinity of the 32. It's a gain of 4. 1st and 10, Piscataway. Dead ball, encroachment against South Brunswick. Moves the ball out to the 37, where it will be 1st and 5.
Are you doing the scoreboard too? Where's the scoreboard operator?
I don't know. Talk to those guys.
What guys?
The officials. I don't have an official here. No. There is a fumble on the play, and South Brunswick has recovered.
Yes, you. She does.
1st and 10. The ball carrier is number 15, Kalani Antoine. It's a gain of 3 on the play to the Piscataway 41-yard line. 2nd and 7.
Ball on 41. 2nd 7. 41 ball on.
But it's ball on, right? It's not coming out.
Okay, so you're right. Ball on 41. Not going.
Ron!
Jardulo's pass is complete to number 5, Jacob Brokaw. He advances the ball inside the 25 to the 24. 1st and 10, South Brunswick.
He's by himself. That's what he's having trouble with. He can't get it to go to the dam.
Need help with the clock?
Yes, do it. It's yours.
How to do it?
No.
Okay, Ron does. Ron knows how to do it. We use it for Pop Warner. It's the same one.
And yardage.
The ball carrier is number 6, Omar Abdelaziz. He's advanced the ball inside the 15 to the 14.
So,
What's the ball on?
ball on the 14. 14 ball on it. 1st and 10.
Whatever number, you gotta hit the numbers first, and then if you hit right now, it's first down, all on.
Abdelaziz is the ball carrier. 2nd and 8 from the 12.
Automatically reset. Holler if you need us again.
Illegal procedure penalty against South Brunswick. The 5-yard mark-off will bring the ball out to the 17. It'll remain 2nd down. And 13 yards to go for the 1st down. Ball carrier was number 5, Jacob Brokaw. He's tackled on the play by number 2, Rocco Bellamy, after a short gain to the 15. It'll make it 3rd down and 11. Third and 11. Jardulo's pass intended for number 5, Jacob Brokaw, is incomplete. It brings up 4th down, and it brings on Jay Patel in apparent field goal formation. His holder is number 6, Omar Abdelaziz. This is a 33-yard attempt. Patel's kick is good. Back deep for Piscataway is number 3, Antonio Rivera. And number 13, James Bodley. Kicking off for South Brunswick is number 44, Jay Patel. Patel's kick sails out of the end zone. 1st and 10, Piscataway at the 20. First and 10. The ball carrier is number 3, Antonio Rivera. It's a gain of 5 yards, 2nd and 5. Sitkowski's pass intended for number 5, Miles Brooks, is incomplete. It'll bring up 3rd and 5. The ball carrier was number 9, Kerry Rawls. It's a loss of 1 on the play. It'll bring up 4th down and 5, make it 4th and 6. Back deep to punt for Piscataway is number 4, Alex Sitkowski. Back deep to receive the punt is Kiri Summers, number 7 for South Brunswick. The Piscataway punt is partially blocked and recovered by South Brunswick at the Piscataway 32-yard line. 1st and 10, South Brunswick at the 32.
This is going to be ugly, Coach. This is going to be ugly.
Jardulo is sacked by number 11, Ossie Hillert. It's a loss of 8 yards. It'll bring up 2nd and 18. Ball carrier is number 6, Omar Abdeliz. He advances the ball to the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 9. It'll bring up 3rd down and 8. 3rd and 8. Jardulo's pass intended for number 14. Demarion Potts falls incomplete. It brings up 4th down and 8.
Hey, you got a Division I kicker.
And that is the end of the first quarter with the score South Brunswick 3, Piscataway nothing. To start the second quarter, South Brunswick is 4th down and 8 at the Piscataway 30. Jardulo's pass is incomplete. Piscataway is held. 1st and 10, Piscataway. 5 seconds, so it's 11:55, and then stop it. Rivera is the ball carrier. He's advanced the ball out to the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 3, 2nd and 7. Piscataway cheerleaders. The Piscataway pass is intercepted and returned for a touchdown by number 9, Brian Rawls. Jay Patel is on to try the extra point for South Brunswick. Patel's extra point is good. 11:05 approximately. South Brunswick 10, Piscataway nothing. Kickoff goes into the end zone. It's a touchback. Piscataway takes over 1st and 10. Dead ball encroachment or illegal procedure against Piscataway. The 5-yard mark-off puts it at the 15, 1st and 15. Penalties, block punts, fumbles, interceptions. Ball carrier is number 3, Antonio Rivera. The backfield once in a while too. I mean, there's no linebacker there. It's even. Satowski is sacked by number 4, Rafi Dean. Back at the Piscataway 14-yard line. It's a loss of 7. It'll bring up 3rd down and 16. You can't throw to the short side of the field every time, too. No. There it is. Mr. Rocco Bellamy. Satowski's pass is complete to Rocco Bellamy. A great downfield block by Antonio Rivera. It's a gain of 57 yards. 1st and 10, Piscataway from the South Brunswick 29. Didn't we just say that? Throw it to a back. A little screen, he'll swing him out. Timeout, Piscataway. First and 10. Ball carrier was number 13, James Bodley. It's a loss of 1 on the play. The fumble is recovered by number 13, James Bodley, back at the Piscataway 45. Sitowski's pass, intended for number 1, Jaden Parks, is incomplete. It'll bring up 4th down and 27 from the 46. Back to punt for Piscataway is number 4, Alex Sitowski. Back deep. Is number 7, Kyrie Summers. Summers. Summers with a Piscataway team picture at the 29-yard line. First and 10, South Brunswick at the 30-yard line. First and 10.
The ball.
Illegal procedure, South Brunswick. The 5-yard mark-off puts it at the 25. Demarion Potts in at quarterback for South Brunswick. Potts is tackled by number 3, Antonio Rivera. Ball is marked at the 28. It's a gain of 3. It'll bring up 2nd and 12. Second and 12. Jardulo's pass to number 7, Kyrie Summers, is complete for a 72-yard touchdown pass for South Brunswick. Patel's extra point is good. Approximately 6:23 to go, second quarter. South Brunswick 17, Piscataway nothing. Back deep for Piscataway, number 13, James Bodley. And and number 21, Mike Seawright. Kicking off for South Brunswick is Jay Patel. Seawright. Seawright returns the ball out into the vicinity of the Piscataway 26. First and 10, Piscataway. Rocco Bellamy is the ball carrier. It's a gain of 1 yard to the 27, 2nd and 9. Bellamy is the ball carrier. It's a gain of 3 yards on the play to the 30. That'll bring up 3rd down and 6. Half. Sitowski's pass falls incomplete. It'll bring up 4th down and 6. Sitowski is back in punt formation. Dropping deep for South Brunswick is number 7, Kiri Summers. Ball rolls dead at the 33-yard line. It's a 34-yard punt, no return. 1st and 10, South Brunswick. Jardulo is the ball carrier. He's tackled on a play by number 12, Keandre Dado-Sneed. It's a gain of 5 yards. It'll bring up 2nd and 5.
Jardulo is the ball carrier. Rocco Bellamy on the tackle. It's a gain of 1. It'll be 3rd down and 4. Third and 4. Abdeliz is the ball carrier. He brings the ball out to the 44-yard line. That's good enough for a South Brunswick first down. The ball carrier is number 15, Kehlani Antoine. There is a flag down. Preliminary signal is holding against South Brunswick. The gain of 20 yards is negated by the penalty, holding South Brunswick. From the spot, it's a 10-yard penalty. They'll take it back to the 31-yard line. It'll bring up 1st and 24. Ball carrier was number 14, Demarion Potts. He advances the ball out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 7. It'll bring up 2nd and 17. Potts is the ball carrier. He crosses the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 19 yards. 1st and 10, South Brunswick from the 42. First and 10, South Brunswick. Jardulo's pass, intended for number 5, Jacob Brokaw, is incomplete. It'll bring up 2nd and 10 from the 42. There's a flag down. What is that, illegal participation? The penalty is against Piscataway. I believe it's an illegal participation. It's a 15-yard penalty. It takes it down to the 28-yard line. 1st and 10, South Brunswick. Jardulo's pass, intended for Summers, is incomplete. It'll bring up 2nd and 10 from the 28. 2nd and 10. Jardulo's pass sails out of bounds, intended for Potts. It'll bring up 3rd and 10. Jay Patel is on for South Brunswick to attempt what appears to be a 40-yard field goal. Patel's field goal is good. And that's the end of the first half with the score, South Brunswick 20, Piscataway nothing.
Portions of this broadcast of Piscataway High School football have been sponsored by Newmarket Auto Service. Quality service and repairs.
Welcome back, the Piscataway Chiefs. Number 15, Kalani Antoine returns the kick across the 40-yard line. It'll be 1st down and 10 for South Brunswick at the 40. Antoine is the ball carrier. Ball's advanced down to the Piscataway 44-yard line. It's a gain of 16. There's a flag down. It's a penalty against Piscataway. The 5-yard mark off will put the ball at the 39. It's first down and 5. Carrier is number 15, Antoine. He's tackled on the play by number 2, Rocco Bellamy, in the vicinity of the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 3 yards. It'll be second down and 2. Is the ball carrier. Advances the ball to the 39-yard line. First and 10, South Brunswick.
Touchdown.
Jardulo's pass. Intended for number 9, Brian Rawls, is incomplete. Second and 10. Jardulo is the ball carrier. He's tackled by number 72, Malik Wilson. Short gain on the play to the 34-yard line. Called a gain of 1, second and 9. Jardulo's pass is complete to Antoine. The ball is advanced down to the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 14 yards. First and 10, South Brunswick. Antoine is the ball carrier. He crosses the 15. Down to the 13, second down and 8. Jardulo's pass is complete out of bounds to number 7, Kiri Summers. That'll bring up third down and 8. Third and 8. Kiri Summers, 13 yards for the South Brunswick touchdown. Jay Patel is on to try the extra point for South Brunswick. Patel's extra point is good. South Brunswick 27, Piscataway. Patel's kickoff sails through the end zone. Touchback. First and 10, Piscataway. Rocco Bellamy is the ball carrier. Ball's advanced out to the 22-yard line. It's a gain of 2, 2nd and 8. Bellamy is the ball carrier. No gain on the play. It'll bring up 3rd and 8. And there's a late flag. Sideline warning against Piscataway. 3rd and 8. Sitowski's pass intended for Bellamy is incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down and 8. Back deep for South Brunswick is number 7, Kiri Summers. Back deep for Piscataway to punt is number 4, Alex Sitowski. Sitowski's punt rolls dead at the 45-yard line of South Brunswick. Three-yard punt, no return. Antoine is the ball carrier, tackled by number 11, Ossie Hilliard. It's a gain of 2 yards to the 48, 2nd and 8. Jardullo's pass is complete to Antoine. There is a fumble at the end of the play, but it's recovered by number 14, Demarion Potts. The fumble recovery makes it a 1st down and 10 for South Brunswick at the P-Way 44. Dead ball, illegal procedure against South Brunswick. Will put the ball at the 49, 1st and 15. Antoine is the ball carrier. Number 2, Rocco Bellamy. And number 54, Alex Luthman, in on the tackle. It's a loss of 1 yard. It'll bring up 2nd and 15. Jardullo's pass is complete to number 5, Jacob Brokaw. He advances the ball down to the 39-yard line. Back to action. It's 3rd and 5 from the Piscataway 39. Dead ball. Illegal procedure against South Brunswick. 5-yard mark off puts it back to the 44. It'll bring up 3rd and 10. Jardullo's pass intended for Summers is incomplete. Coverage by number 12, Dados Need for Piscataway. It'll bring up 4th down at the 44. In punt formation is Jay Patel, and back for Piscataway is number 13, James Bodley, and number 21, Mike Seawright. 4th and 10. Patel's punt is covered at the 28-yard line. Make it to 27. 1st and 10, Piscataway. Bellamy is the ball carrier. Excuse me. Number 23, Jalen Matthews. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. Matthews is the ball carrier. Advances the ball out to the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 5. It'll bring up 3rd down and 5. Jalen Matthews is the ball carrier. It's a gain of 5. 1st and 10, Piscataway. Delay of game penalty against Piscataway. 5 yards back to the 33-yard line, 1st and 15. Is the ball carrier. Number 54, Nicholas Wisbiski is the tackler. No gain on the play. And that is the end of the third quarter with the score South Brunswick 27, Piscataway nothing. Second and 15. Zitowski's pass is complete to Rocco Bellamy. No gain on the play. It'll bring up 3rd and 15. Zitowski's shovel pass is complete to number 13, Bodley. It's tackled on the play by number 4, Rafi Dean. It's a loss back to the 28-yard line. It'll bring up 4th down. And 20. Back deep is number 7, Kiri Summers. Sadowski's punt rolls dead at the 41-yard line of South Brunswick. Jardulo is the ball carrier. Antonio Rivera on the tackle. It's a loss of 1 back to the 41-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 11. Timeout on the field for an injured player. (14) Demarion Potts is in at quarterback for South Brunswick. Potts is tackled by number 3, Antonio Rivera. There's a loss on the play. Back to the 38-yard line. It's a loss of 3 yards. It'll bring up 3rd and 13. The ball carrier was Rafi Dean. He advances the ball out to the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and it'll bring up 4th down for South Brunswick. In punt formation is number 44, Jay Patel. Seawright and Bodley are back deep for Piscataway. The penalty is against South Brunswick. The ball is placed at the 40-yard line. It'll be 4th and 12. Bodley was the punt returner. He returns the ball. Out to the 28-yard line. 1st and 10, Piscataway. Is the ball carrier. It's a gain of 7 yards. They're bringing up 2nd down and 3. Ball carrier. Number 14, Demarion Potts on the tackle. It's a gain of 1 yard to the 37-yard line. It'll bring up 3rd and 2. Is the ball carrier. He crosses the 40-yard line. That's good for 3 yards and a Piscataway 1st down. Bellamy is the ball carrier. He crosses midfield. That's good for a Piscataway first 10. Bellamy for 10. First and 10 Peeway from midfield. Bellamy is the ball carrier. Number 54, Nicholas Wispeski is tackler. No gain on the play, second and 10. Mr. Rocco Bellamy is the ball carrier. He's out of bounds at the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 15 yards. First and 10, Piscataway. Towski's pass is complete to number 8. Gaddafi Madison. Ball's inside the 30-yard line to the 29. It's a gain of 6, second down and 4. Is the ball carrier. Behind a downfield block by Deontay Davis. The ball is inside the 20, place it at the 17. It's a gain of 12 yards. First and 10 Piscataway from the 17-yard line. Is the ball carrier, and there is a flag down. Preliminary sign is holding against South Brunswick. Holding, South Brunswick. The ball is placed the 6-yard line. First and goal, Piscataway from the South Brunswick 6. There is a fumble on the play. And it's recovered by number 54, Nicholas Wybeski. First and 10, South Brunswick. Ardulo takes a knee. And the final score is South Brunswick 27, Piscataway nothing. And as the teams meet in the center of the field, please recognize the efforts of each team. South Brunswick returns to action on September the 24th, 6 p.m. on the road at Perth Amboy. Piscataway returns home next week for a 6 o'clock game against New Brunswick.
Regardless of what the fans say, you did a good job.
Can you hear it? They're already saying they're not happy?
Because it's hard to hear.
Please be especially careful as you leave tonight's game, and please follow the directions of the Piscataway Police and arrive home safely.
Portions of this broadcast of Piscataway High School football have been sponsored by Newmarket Auto Service, quality service and repairs.